Welcome to Living the Gospel Today. I'm Sister Joan Mitchell. Possumus is the motto of the Sisters of St. Joseph, my religious community. In English, this Latin word means we can. It expresses the brash commitment the apostles James and John make as young men. They are part of the company of disciples following Jesus to Jerusalem. Their mother steps forward with her two boys in Matthew 20:20 and asks Jesus that her sons sit at his right and left in the kingdom. Surprise! Their mother is following Jesus too. We praise James and John for leaving their fishing nets without hesitation when Jesus calls them. We often wonder what happened to their families. Well, their mother is as taken with Jesus as James and John are. She knows the hopes of her people, their longing for a Messiah. She sees the kingdom coming in Jesus. She can see roles for her sons in its coming. But this woman is Mrs. Anonymous. We know her husband's name is Zebedee. We know her boys' names, James and John. But she is nameless. Since Jesus and his company of disciples are on their way to Jerusalem, and she's along, she is likely one of those many women who accompany Jesus, stand at his cross, go to his tomb, and are the very first to experience Jesus risen. Does Jesus have women disciples? Yes. The journey with Jesus to Jerusalem takes place in history about AD 30. James, John, and their mother don't know what will happen to Jesus in Jerusalem in the story. To us, they sound brash when they insist they can follow Jesus wherever he goes. Yes, we can. Possumus. We can be baptized with the same baptism. We can drink the cup Jesus drinks. In fact, in Matthew's gospel, they have made a brash commitment they don't fulfill. All the male disciples scatter when Jesus is arrested. James and John and the other men disciples aren't at the cross in Matthew's gospel. It's only the women, probably including their nameless mother among them. The gospel is the work of the Christian community that tells Jesus' story orally for 40 and 50 years before writing it down. The community and the gospel writers know how the journey to Jerusalem turns out. They know what Jesus' baptism is, what Jesus' cup is. It's his total self-giving on the cross and his life-giving resurrection. It's the cup of martyrdom. We know James does drink the cup that Jesus drank. He's head of the community in Jerusalem and is martyred about AD 50. Jesus' two questions: can you live my baptism? Can you commit to give your all in the love as I have? Can you drink the cup I drink? We make this brash commitment at every Eucharist. We lift up Jesus' cup to pledge our lives with his. Well, one day at a time, we say we can. And over our lifetimes, we live, we can.